My husband, we used to breed horses. He did, years and years ago. So he had a big interest. And now I'm not saying no to any invitations.
Yeah.
Because, I'm looking ahead to what's going on with my health. And it's, as long as I have no symptoms, it's fantastic.
So you're living life, you want to come out and
every day, and I want everybody else to do that.
All right, that's great. All right.
Joey always brags about this. I've been planning the Derby for 15 years, and I never get to come. So this time, I put it in the schedule. I'm like, no one's booking me out this day. And it's my birthday, too. So, this is, my celebration. This is how I'm celebrating. And there's nothing else I need more than the Derby, yeah. I think it's great. I think he's going to save a lot of people's lives, and people just don't understand that, really. A lot of kids need someone to look up to, especially in the sports arena. And I think a lot of kids are just cheering him on right now and actually finding themselves saying, wow, I have someone that I can relate to now. This is the easiest thing ever. We've been together for over 2 years, and I don't know.
You guys
it's
fight
all
a lot,
about.
or?
No, it's weird. We don't fight at all. We just understand each other. We trust each other, and I think that's what it's all about. It's really that trust.
Well, I'm always so honored to sing our national anthem, and especially at an event like this that has so much history and so much, atmosphere, and so I just really get into the spirit of the song.
I never wear. I never get to wear hats like this, so I'm always wearing, ball caps and stuff. So put on old Stetson and let it happen. I'm in the studio finishing up my album, and my newest single, "Crash My Party," is top 20. Just went top 20. We go back out on the road, start doing amphitheaters. I think I'm in start back in Virginia Beach, Virginia, next time out. I got one more weekend off, and just ready for a big summer. Yeah.
Actually been trying to go for a couple years. I just always had a schedule conflict, so I was excited to be able to come this year. I didn't make it, but I picked out the colors and designed it. Yes. I liked that it was a giant flower. I just went into the hat shop and kind of looked at them all, and I was gonna go for the big hat. And this is actually, I think it's technically a fascinator, like a headband, but.
All right.
There's so much. I'm a big horse person, so I love the horses. It's great seeing the clothing because people really, it's probably the only event in the country where there are no rules and it's just over the top and it's about fun and color. And you see guys in pink pants, which I see a lot of men in pink pants, but not really out in the real world.
There's horses.
This is a horse racing tie. That's right. See? And they're running downhill. If I do this, then they're running the correct way.
Right.
Like the movie.
The Kentucky Derby really is like a piece of Americana. It is. It's kind of like a nice, something that's been preserved as American history. You come back, yeah, and you really feel the sense of history when you come.
Right.
Yeah. Kim Kardashian. This is the second time around for her. We just saw her play the princess in her last wedding. It was on television. They shouldn't televise it. Do something completely modern. I think Gatsby is the perfect theme. I'm going with Carson on this one.
It's just one of those events, it's got a big social atmosphere. The competition isn't necessarily like a competitive edge type thing, but it's a fun competition. Maybe you bet a little bit of money, you get a little bit invested into every race that's going on all day long. And then, of course, you can't beat the buzz that's going on during the 2 minutes of the Derby race.
Right.
It's been on my sort of bucket list. Can you have a bucket list when you're only in your 30s? I guess so. It's been on my list. It's been one of those things. I'm a big sports fan. I've always watched the Derby every year, and it just looks like something that's just so filled with tradition and just like good people and good fun, and it's like something that I've been talking about going to forever. And I thought I'd cash in some of that celebrity cred before I lose it all, and I was very generously offered an opportunity to come here, and we've just been having the best time. It's great. Ted Baker, I think, for me.
It's not that exciting. This is Ted Baker, and this is just random, I don't know, some sort of
no,
something.
I think he meant your hat.
Oh, my hat?
You're so modest. You're like, I'm like,
oh, no. Okay, Marnie.
Yeah.
And the hat is from this place called Polka Dots and Moonbeams in LA.
All right.
I usually bet on the long shot ones. They're always fun because you never know what's going to happen. You get some pretty good, decent money if they do come through. So I think the very first time I ever came was just this kind of in awe of this whole event and how amazing it is and how wonderful it is, and just just the whole thing. It's just amazing. It's a lot of fun. Lance Bass is coming. It's his first year here. So we'll see how it goes, and it's his birthday, so wish him a happy birthday to see him.
It's just got a fan base from the original. You know, it's one of the most iconic television series ever, and people gave us a chance. And luckily, I believe that we have a great show, and people are so passionate about it. So I feel very fortunate to be a part of it. You know, I don't really ever Google the show. I get a ton of like stuff from Twitter and Instagram. You know, people are very, very vocal about their feelings through that. So I don't really ever have to go and Google it. But at the end of the day, you know, I feel very fortunate to be on the show, and people love it. So we're having so much fun making it.
Right now we're kind of in the middle of the season, and I'm not allowed to, you know, give anything away, but I will say that this upcoming episode, we are in Vegas, and it's an episode you won't want to miss. But, you know, I never thought I would find myself in the reality world, but it's been an amazing experience. I got to work with Eva Longoria, my executive producer, and Bill and Juliana Rancic are the hosts. They're a beautiful couple and just so down to earth. What you see is what you get. So it was great. Champagne, romance, it all goes together. Yeah.
Well, I'm doing a film up in Cincinnati, and also shoots part of it in Kentucky. It's a horse film, and it's set in the world of competitive harness racing. Okay. So it's standardbreds, it's not thoroughbreds, but it's a horse racing film nonetheless. I look at the form, I look at the conditions, I look for anomalies. You know, I'm looking for Gary Stevens and D. Wayne Lucas to pull it off today. They've been here and they've won it more than anybody. They're vets. So right? They're vets, and so I like it. And Gary is, he's got a lot to prove. I just like to see it. Everybody loves an underdog. I don't follow any sport but horse racing. That's it. It's the most exciting 2 minutes in sports, for sure. It's most electrifying, exciting.
It's great. You know, we're here. We come with the Cancer Society. We were at the Julep Ball last night, and wonderful to support them. So they invite us back, and it's a great party here. Let me tell you, it really is. Even in the rain, amazing energy. You know, we just opened a store a little less than a year ago, so I have my 1-year anniversary coming up in New York, which has been awesome, and we're working on a resort collection, and already the next kind of spring collection. So it goes very quickly, but it's nice. I think Kim's a really great girl, and I've worked with her before, and she's actually a really great person, and has a little bit of a up and down life, but you know, I think she would look. I mean, she's gorgeous. You know what's interesting? I mean, I think a girl like Kim, I think she does have such a beautiful body, so I'd love to see it. You know, I'd love to show her curves, but definitely has to be dramatic.
I always get my hat here in Louisville. There's a woman who has been making my hat every Derby, Angie Schultz, and she has this shop called Attitudes by Angie. You need a Louisville woman to make you a Kentucky Derby hat. Oh, I love to make a toast, and Bubbles is my drink of choice.
The people of Louisville have always been so welcoming, and they have always sort of welcomed us in with open arms. So I kind of feel like a native son here.
Yeah. Well, no, I did send you a picture and see if you liked it. I did do that.
She sent me a picture, and she of the dress and of the hat, and of course I'm sitting there going, yes, 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 on everything. You never say no. Right. Never say no. You know, we've been married. We just celebrated our 16th wedding anniversary. Congratulations. And we've been together for 18 years. And you know, it's just, I mean, it's a tough thing sometimes, especially when I'm on tour, she's at home, we've got 3 kids. And that's a busy job. I wouldn't want to trade places with her, I can tell you that straight up. But events like this, where we have a chance to just get away and come up together, kind of go out on a date together.
Date day.
I think that's always a good thing.
I started coming to the Derby a little more than 10 years ago. Haven't been in the last few years because of work, but I'm glad to be back now. No, we don't do long, lofty toasts. We want to get straight to the alcohol. We pop the bottle, we congratulate whoever we're congratulating, and we're taking it back.
I hosted an event last night for the James Brown Cancer Center over at the University of Louisville. And it's a great event. Great cause. And had a good time. The B-52s were there, so it was fun. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. There's a horse by the name of Giant Finish that I like the first name because of my previous professional career with the New York Giants. So.
thought it was fantastic. I mean, obviously, there's been previous gay athletes that have come out. Martina Navratilova being the first one to do it in '91 or '81. So it's great that it's happening in a team sport, at least a male-dominated team sport, and it starts a discussion. I think ultimately the issue is not in the locker room; it's way above the locker room. But the talk has started, and that's what's most important.
He was nervous for sure, but it was just overall happy. You could tell a weight was completely lifted off his shoulders, and I just wanted to make sure that he had a lot of ammunition behind him going into all these interviews, so he doesn't say anything that he doesn't regret later on. Because I didn't have anyone that I could lean on when I came out, so I just wanted to make sure he knew that I was there for him.
I've always felt that when and wherever, we know what the issues are. We knew it was going to be a matter of time before you would see someone do that, and as long as that person's comfortable enough and as long as he's treated fairly in the locker rooms and by the players and coaches and the organizations and the leagues, hopefully it doesn't make it an issue and everything just stays smooth like it is and people just try to win basketball games or whatever sport it is. Just win games. That's what it's all about.
This is my 4th Derby. I'm a Derby addict now. I try to come whenever I have free time. I love to be here. I love to be in a town where everybody is excited about the same thing. It's just so fun to meet the people and watch the horses and wear the big hats, and I love the tradition. I like to do funny toast and quick toast because everybody's very anxious to get to the drinking part.
I've been invited many years in a row and I could never come because I was always working. And this time I actually had a free moment and I just thought this was one of those lifetime experiences I had to have. I managed to find a hat maker who would make me a hat in the color that I needed. So I got this the day before. I think the hats are absolutely fantastic here. It's just, to me, that's as exciting as the horses. And I wish there were more occasions for women to wear beautiful hats.
This is like the biggest party of the year. I mean, everybody I know that's ever been is like, you have to go. It's insane, and it has proved to be just that. Well, we'll find out in another week or so, but I should be doing the Beverly Hills Cop TV series, which we already shot with Eddie Murphy, and we're just waiting to find out if CBS is going to put it on the air. This is my fiance.
Okay, yeah. Right, all right. Wait, when's the wedding then?
We don't know yet. We just got engaged like a month ago.
Yeah. And what are you waiting for? You just want to get
We're working.
Well, yeah, trying to figure out our lives. It's a big party and a big event, and we want to make sure we can do it right.
Well, last night I sang with Smokey Robinson. Right. Doesn't get much better than that, baby. We went color blocking today, as you can see.
Horse racing is great no matter where you see it, but at an event like this, you really, I love it. I went to the museum and get to check out the, all the old pictures and stuff. I think it's really, that part of it's really different and special. No, I mean, I'm not known for my high fashion, so I kind of just, this is the time I think for guys too to be able to kind of break out of their comfort zone and just do something fun, and it's almost like Halloween for us, so.
We do this every year. We literally send out the Roman candles, let everybody in the world know that Louisville and the Commonwealth of Kentucky is the place to be the first Saturday in May. Well, it's so unique. I mean, we have about 30+ guests the governor and I are hosting from all over the world, guests that have potential to invest in the Commonwealth, create jobs, and they come as a part of the experience to be here. Some came yesterday to go visit a distillery or to go out to a horse farm. Now they're here for the greatest racing, the greatest 2 minutes in sports. And so it gives us a chance to really roll the red carpet out. I think I'm going to go with Rick Pitino's horse, a guy who goes in the Hall of Fame, wins the NCAA championship, all within the last 3 or 4 weeks. He's due for a third one. Like somebody, when they come to my party, to bring me a bottle of this.
Well, I like to celebrate all happy occasions, so having a champagne toast just for every day is my idea of a good time.
I'm an event person. I mean, I don't mind the public. So I think when you get out in the public, you enhance your brand. If people know you, you get a chance to check that barometer, see whether you still got it or not. So hopefully we still got it. No, I'm not a long-winded toaster. I guess after you have a couple drinks, you might get a little long-winded.
We're
else could you dress like this except at the Kentucky Derby? Well, this is our sixth
Sixth
year.
year.
Yeah, yeah. The second year walking the red carpet as the Kings of Swag. But I mean, it's great. We love Kentucky. We love Louisville.
Love the pageantry. Love the fashion. Love the hats.
The food. The people.
We've
the
already lost
architecture.
our wives.
Wives are long gone. Long gone.
There, so
but yeah, we're loving it. Just having a great time.
This is months in preparation.
Months in preparation
Back
because
and forth. Back and forth.
There's so many different choices: bright color, light color, traditional, old-fashioned.
Yeah.
The accessories, the pocket square, the bow tie, the eyeglasses, watches. It's all part of the complete ensemble. The hats. Where am I going to wear this thing? Unless I'm the Great Gatsby, right?
No, I've Googled myself every once in a while, only because people are like, you should Google yourself and see what's going on, because there's weird stuff.
I do it at the Emmys, I do it at the Oscars, I do it at the BET Award. I go everywhere. It don't go nowhere without me. Underdogs, my new album, 9th album, Underdogs on top, so I'm going with the Underdogs.
Just yesterday, man, I had a different hat, and I'm like, I was seeing some of the hats like already, and I was like, man, I got to step my game up. So then I just went to this boutique at this place we're staying at and just kind of put it together. I've always kind of like, it was funny when we were doing the show, they're like, who do you try to dress like? I'm like, me. I'm like, I've always just been me, and that's who I am.
And then do you think this show has been fair to you, or?
Yeah, it's allowed me, I mean, I maintained myself through the whole performance, and it lifted my life to a level that I never even could imagine.